It's been almost a decade since the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. The tragedy remains a mystery, but has prompted several changes in industry practices and greatly impacted the national carrier. Melissa Goh has more.
Nicknamed the Unbreakable, this multi-million-dollar facility next to Kuala Lumpur International Airport now houses the Air Traffic Control Centre. It's the heart of the country's aviation safety and security.
We have become the head of coordinator to coordinate all the assets from the Air Force, from Bomber, from Police, Jabatan Laut, all. We can activate immediately if something happens.
A former pilot with Malaysia Airlines for over 30 years, Captain Norazman Mahmud now heads the Civil Aviation Authority. The system, he said, is designed to achieve zero fatality in scheduled commercial operations.
That means our radar coverage are overlap. They overlap. So that means one goes down, you still can see.
If it happened, if the plane were to disappear from the radar screen, it won't go down the way of MH370. You'll be able to find it.
We already have a procedure put in place. So if within 3 minutes we can't reach, what do we have to do? 10 minutes, what do we have to do? Touch wood, I wouldn't say it wouldn't happen. Hopefully when things happen, all the procedures, policy put in place, will work.
Indeed, the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing 10 years ago remains a mystery.
Of course, there must be lesson learned of how do we manage each crisis and how do we communicate to the public. I think that a lot of lessons learned, but there's no point to look back and pinpoint to any particular person. It was a very unfortunate incident. The nation was in a shock. The world was in a shock. Why in the 21st century, with modern technologies, something like this can happen?
While families and loved ones of those on board struggled to find closure, Malaysia Airlines was desperate to move on. 2014 was a horrible year for the national flag carrier. Not only did it lose MH370, 4 months later, MH17 was shot down over eastern Ukraine with 298 on board. Its image was in tatters, along with the staff morale.
10 years ago, we saw how damaging it was reputationally, not just for the airline, but also for Malaysia Inc. And we saw how disorganized, we saw how frantic and flustered management was, even some of the ministers at that time, because they clearly didn't know how to handle it.
But 10 years on, the airline that saw its ranking on Skytrax, an international air transport rating organization, dipping from top 10 to 47th place, is determined to soar again. When we met at the recent unveiling of a premium transfer service at KLIA, the airline CEO, Ahmad Lokman, was upbeat. The group that's sitting on a cash reserve of over $1 billion has the means, he said, to invest, and staff training is key to improving services.
We will go back to those days and even better to bring back those glory days. We want to be among the best airline in Asia Pacific as well. Going forward, that's part of our aspiration.
Aviation analysts say Malaysia Airlines represents not just a business entity, but also the nation's pride and reputation on the global stage. Melissa Goh, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.